Hey everybody, BeyondDrewTV here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Drewton Tower. It's been over half a year or so since we've been to Drewton Tower, so many of you might not even know what the heck this is. This is a Planet Coaster Park that is being built by members of my community there in my Discord. So there's about 10 to 11, 12 or so people, including myself, that get the park every 2 weeks. And yeah, it's been quite a while since we've done an update video for it, but kind of in between this time of the Planet Zoo beta and the Planet Zoo full release, and I'm getting the park now for my 2 weeks. Kind of figured it was a perfect time to kind of check back and see what is different about Drewton Tower there in the last half year. And yeah, there's a lot. Just to put it kindly or put it lightly, there's a lot. So we're not even gonna hold off there. Let's go ahead and flash forward here. We're basically doing a whole overview there, just in case you haven't seen this series. There's a lot of new subscribers and everything like that. So again, this has mainly been built by members of the community there, and it is it's a European theme park resort. And it's a European resort, so we have the whole shebang here. So we have a hotel, there's ginormous parking lot, then there's an actual theme park and everything like that. So but yeah, again, it's a big resort, so not just a theme park map and then that's it there. But yeah, as we come in here, we start to see some of the new stuff already, and most of it is pretty much all the way finished up. But yeah, in our parking lot area, you can see that we have a new walkway, and this was done by Mr. Domez, awesome community member, and he had the park for the last 2 weeks. He only had a little bit of time to work in it though, because he was busy with IRL stuff, but you can definitely see the start that he has on this pedestrian walkway, and very much so needed. And there was a few other details that have been switched around with the parking lot since the last episode, so long ago, but they're not really worth mentioning fully. But again, the main one is that now we have this awesome little pedestrian bridge that connects our parking lot over to the main area here. So we'll take a look at that after the next time it gets all finished out and everything. And same with the parking lot overall. We'll keep looking at it as things get kind of hammered out there. So let's kind of walk along our pedestrian pathway here and see it pops us out right down this way, right into a pole. Watch your head. And as we come around this way, we have our entrance. Not much has changed with the entranceway, so this is still the same from past episodes. Whoa, the game's going to a crawl there. Yeah, Planet Coaster likes to do that after a little bit, so don't worry, it's all good. It's all good. It'll recover. So, but yeah, as we come in here, have our again, all this is pretty well the same there. So there we are, and a few things are different about our entrance plaza here. So the castle to the right-hand side and all this area have been kind of overhauled for the most part. This was originally started by Aces California, the castle there, and I'm pretty sure, I think maybe Silent member, who was he's a new member of the Discord and the build team, I should say, but he's been involved with Planet Coaster for a long time there. So great to have him aboard. I think he built on it and a few others, but now this castle here is pretty well completed. I think there's ideas to make an interior for this, and or maybe just we'll pretend and say it's like a tour that you can go through. I think one of them will comment down below and let us know there what they're thinking. So you have that, and then we also have a revamped kind of entrance area between our resort, our hotel, that you can see right here, and the actual park. So before, this was all kind of in a building, and it looked pretty good there, but we kind of all agreed that it could be done just a little bit better, more in the vision that everyone was thinking. And I think Silent member came back through here, and he there we go, kind of I just noticed this side. Shameless self-promoting here. Anyone want to shamelessly self-promote something? Throw it on that wall. We accept all that. So we have this amazing, little grass tunnel here, or vine tunnel, and this is amazing. I love this architecture here that leads right out into the park there. So there's the two connected. Another new kind of thing, new building is this entrance building right through here. I can't remember if we've shown this off, but I do know that it is newer-ish. So there you go there. Pretty sure that was done by Aces California. I know I'm going to miss some people of what they've built and what they, and maybe mispronounce who built some stuff because it's been so long, but I'm trying. So as we come over this way, this is going to be a long episode. I just realized there's a lot of stuff we haven't shown off. It's been a long time. So behind our monorail station, you'll see our Oktoberfest. And I can actually say for certain who built a lot of this area, because a lot of this was 3 people, one of them who was me. But yeah, I built this first area here, right? All this fun stuff right there. So yeah, I just kind of took this from inspiration from basically just searching Oktoberfest in Germany. Wanted to get kind of an authentic German feel to it, and just noticed all these ginormous tents that they would set up. Whether they're permanent or not, I'm not quite sure if they get taken down every year, but they almost look permanent. But yeah, that's my little take on a German Fest area. Then over this way as we continue into the German Fest. Oh my gosh, Oktoberfest. How long have I been saying German Fest? Oktoberfest. These buildings were done by Wishing On and Wendy. They've been around for a few episodes now. I think we've shown them off before, but they finally have a home, and they just fit in so well. And with the additions around it and everything, it just really ties in this whole area so well. She did a fantastic job on those there. And as we come down this way, can get some more views of this little... Again, trying to make it just feel really authentic, kind of Oktoberfest, really crammed in a lot of buildings and stalls and stuff like that, but still let it have that theme park feel to it as well. And we're starting to come into, from my area that I built and what Wishing On a Wendy built, all the way up until what Because Race Car has built, and this is more transitioning into his area. The coaster behind it, I believe we mentioned it before, but it got a recolor and a retheme. That's done by Mr. Kinderly there. So he built that Schwarzkopf. It's amazing. He is the Coaster Whisperer. So yeah, here's the finished out Oktoberfest area there. And again, because did a fantastic job capping all this off, we really wanted just to throw a slab of concrete down and plop down a bunch of rides and you name it there. We should mention that this is not a ride in game. This is a blueprint that someone has made there. So, but these two are. So there you go. But there is the Oktoberfest area pretty well completed out there. Get an overhead view of it. So comment below, what do you think of the Oktoberfest area there? I think it turned out so well, and again, with the combination of myself and Wishing On a Wendy and Because Race Car, all 3 of us kind of tied it together there. So what do you think? Comment down below, let us know. Next new thing, right over this way, we'll whip the camera down. Whoop. There we are. So as we come over here, we have some new gifts and things. It's so fun to see the monorail going. And I know that this was done by Wishing On a Wendy, I'm pretty sure there. And as you come inside, I remember she mentioned that the interior is not fully finished, but something fun is this window here that the monorail kind of passes by. So if you've been to Walt Disney World, maybe Disneyland does this as well, but I know that Disney World for sure has their monorail pass through or right by gift shops and stuff like that. So, or not the monorail, I'm sorry, the people mover. So that's kind of interesting to do it that way. So that's a really nice, the Drewton gifts and things. Always have to have the things. And then next to it as well, we have a pizza pasta, and this was done by Silent Member. Just remember him uploading pictures of this. And same thing, he's done the exterior fantastically. Fantastically, is that a word? It is now. But yeah, we have the Drewton pizza pasta buffet. Oh, buffet too? Heck yeah, let's go inside and eat. No, we gotta do the interior. See, he started on the interior, and it looks great. The whole thing is pretty well ready to go. Just needs to be finished out, and then it'll be fantastic. So his next turn, he'll be doing that. So those 2 buildings there were done very, very well there. But let's go ahead and jump over to this, to the left side of the park. And this is probably my favorite area in the park so far. And this was all done by Mr. Dan Austin there. And we've always had this idea. It's probably, I'd say 95% finished. We just have to put in the main attraction. But we always had this idea to make this area a Celtic kind of themed area, an old Celtic. Oh, there, he has it right there, the Celtic Isle. So he kind of ran with this idea, and it turned out, again, just spectacularly. So we wanted to use this this theme set that's from the Theme Maker's Toolkit, this Ruin set. These are all a wall piece set from again the Theme Maker Toolkit, and yeah, it just blends in so well with this kind of this vibe that we have going here, right? So love the usage of the I'm not even sure what these are from, maybe the holiday pack, the Christmas pack or whatever, but kind of gives just like a little bit of lore, right? There's little symbols, and yeah, this whole area just reeks of atmosphere and everything. So we have our Nessie racings. What do we have? Drinking fountains back there. Does this lead to like a bathroom? Oh, just like a little nook. That's really good to do too, just little nooks and crannies and stuff like that, and especially in an area like this. This is going to be over this way where the roller coaster is going to go, and Trying to remember. JQ is working on the roller coaster. He's pretty much done. Just his next turn, he needs to put it in. So it is going to be a GCI. So really excited to have that going, and that's going to look fantastic against the skyline of the parking lot and everything. Just kind of be a really big focal point centerpiece coaster, you know, for when you're first coming into the park. So once that goes in, the skyline of the park is going to just really change a lot for the better there. But yeah, as we're coming back through this way, we have our whiskey shoots. That's great naming, great theming for the Celtic area there. And yeah, let's get a little bit of an overhead view. Because I remember you added in a few things. Yeah, here's the ride that he added in right here. What did they name it here? Yes. I'm not even going to try and butcher that. Great use of the theming and the monorail set there. We have our little food court over this way. Looks like we even put in some backstage. Nice. Always love it when we get some backstage in there. And it even has a little condiment section as well. Fantastic job on this. Again, this area, I'm just going to keep praising it because I love it, but there's just so many little details and little bits of vibe and theme and everything, so it's great. We have our roundhouse, which is a stage show. You see how it's kind of built into the side of the mountain, so you have a really good use of the facade into a actual you know, stage house there, so that's really good use there. I think Wishing on a Wendy added this. She came through and added some detail work, so it was kind of I kind of misspoke. It was Dan Austin and Wishing on a Wendy coming through and sprucing it up, but I think she added in like this little tower and other things like that, just little detail. But yeah, there you go there. So there's that. Let's kind of get a zoomed out full view. I think I skipped some stuff over here, but still it's just, you almost have to appreciate this place from the top down, right? It's so rich with theme and just everything. So there you go, looking through here. Love these this retaining wall here. So yeah, just really good job. Really good job. And this area is pretty well complete, again, except for the roller coaster, the GCI, you know, the main attraction. Other than that, it's pretty well completed out. So that's stamped. So we have two areas now that we can pretty well put a stamp of doneness just about on top there. But as we zoom out a little bit more, there has been done some more. I know you've seen that inverted coaster in the back, and we are going to talk about that right there. Let's go ahead and cross the bridge here. And as we come across, this was done by, I believe, a random wallaby. I think this was a random wallaby that did a whole bunch of this over here as we transition from the one side over to the other side. So we get to cross the river finally and get some great views there. And just a lot of, you know, just kind of gift shops and toilets and, you know, you name it, just a whole bunch of little shops, a whole bunch of buy-me's and restaurants and all that fun stuff, and really making great use of this real estate along the river there, or the lake and stuff. So love this little restaurant there. They were I know that Wallaby was posting a lot on the on our Discord asking for little bits of tips and stuff like that, so great to see that turned out very well. And then yeah, it leads over to, oh gosh, we're in a tree, get out of the tree. It leads over into our next area here. There we go, a bunch of little signs. I can't read that language. Yeah, it leads over into the, I can't remember what this area exactly is. Is it Nordic? Shoot, I can't remember. But here it is. And here's Because Race Cars inverted coaster. And you can see that's starting to get themed up, and it's been placed and everything. And holy cow, is there just a mess of track going on. Because not only do we have that coaster going on, but you can start to see back here, we also have Ace's California Mac launch coaster as well. So this area is going to be just crammed full of rides. So we have the Hammer Swing here. This eventually going to be a Skyrim kind of themed inverted coaster that goes through here and uses the terrain a whole lot. Love this inverted coaster. We rode it the last a few episodes ago, and then now being worked on is this new Mac launch coaster. So holy heck, is this going to be a busy area? And there you are. So we won't spend too much time over there. We'll kind of back up and look at the whole park, because that's obviously a work in progress, but still wanted to show that off there a little bit. So holy heck. But yeah, again, it turns out that in 6 months, when people are working on a park consistently for 2 weeks at a time, a lot can get done, can't it? So but yeah, I have the park for the next 2 weeks. We won't do an update every 2 weeks on it, but we will do one when there's kind of, I'm trying to get a nice little viewer-rooski here. Let's just hang out in the German section. It's one of my favorites. There we are. Look at that. All right. Views are great. But yeah, again, I have the park for the next 2 weeks, and if you're interested to see updates on this park, again, I'm going to do an update video probably every, I don't know, 6 months or so. Just whenever I get the park, we'll do an update video, or if there's like some significant changes or something like that, we'll look at it. But if you want to stay up to date with it also, feel free to join my Discord. We have an entire Drewton section area in the Planet Coaster section of the Discord, and people are posting pictures and ideas, and even if you're not part of the build, you can definitely throw in your 2 cents and you know, have a say in the build, and it might be you know, taken up there. So, but hey, I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of here. So until the next episode of Drewton Tower or anything else, there, y'all have a good one. Thanks so much for hanging out. Bye.